And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on Philadelphia. First pitch coming your way next. And into the box for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. The pitch. That misses the zone, and we are underway. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. One up, one down. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. And a strike in there. Corbin, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Ryan Mountcastle in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Now that's smacked to right center. And in one hops the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Anthony Santander stands in now and watches strike 1. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much.
And a swing and a miss. Bottom of the first. Here's a speed threat, Ellie De La Cruz. The wind and the pitch. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
These guys like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Henderson over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. 1 down, base is empty. Drops a bunt down the first base side, and he takes it himself for the out.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And first offering is fouled off. Out to short. Mateo fires to first on the run, and that's the third out. Welcome back. Second inning set to go. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Adley Rutschman seeing a first overall pick out of Oregon State. What a college career he had. He helped the Beavers win the 2018 College World Series, and he was named the most outstanding player of the tournament.
Yeah, I found it interesting that in his rookie season, many baseball experts said that he was the best catcher in the big leagues at the time.
Aaron Hicks in the box here lets that one go for a ball. No score here in the second. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
And there's a ball. And the 3-0 finds the zone. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. On the ground. And that's just foul. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. And now it's Austin Hayes. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the bottom of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Marcus Semien. Gibson back to work. Back to the mound. To first. And quickly one away in the second.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Relay throw to third, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A triple into the opposite field gap. That gets me going right there. Just a perfect swing, man. Like he was still taking BP or something. And then instantly
this to center field. Hayes has it sized up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. And it's 1-0.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Line drive, base hit, fair ball down the third baseline. The throw into second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Stepping in, Mike Schmidt. Foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, hitter looked pretty comfortable on that swing. Pitchers don't like to see that. We'll see how he changes it up on this next pitch.
Chases that one out of the zone. Back here at Coors Field, top half of the third inning, and now the DH, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Mullins in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Throw over to Stargell, and they get Mullins for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Jordan Westburg, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, Dave, people don't realize how far the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off.
Mateo in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Cal Raleigh. And that one wrapped foul. Here comes the 0-1. And strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup. And the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. De La Cruz goes 6 feet 5 inches, just 21 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one ripped. That's back there. And that one is going to go. A towering shot to right, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. Stepping in the long ball threat, Ricky Henderson. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Right side, Santander drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on it, and there are 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a slow roller. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. New inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy Gunnar Henderson. Corbin back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, these Orioles, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Mountcastle stands in now and watches strike one. Check swing didn't go, and that's ball one. Singing Ryan Mountcastle, a former first-round pick by the Orioles in 2015. Here's the thing that gets me, though. He owns his own karaoke machine. And can I tell you, I've never done karaoke in my life.
You got to try it sometime.
Singy, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Yeah, probably some song that'll cost us too much to mention in this broadcast.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Hit hard. That gets through.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Santander off of first with 2 away. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's Marcus Semien. And the right-hander back to work. Fought off foul. Now the 0-1. Foul ball there. 0-2 now. Out to short. Mateo. And Simeon is out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
And that one lifted in the air center field. He's got it. 2 away now. Willie Stargell, the next to hit. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
These guys have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
He can't get there. It's a base hit. And that's a 2-out double. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Doubled in his first AB. Out to short. That's a hit. Hops around third and on his way home. The tag, and he's safe.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
At the plate, Mike Schmidt. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
In the dirt, Rutschman on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Aaron Hicks. There's a strike. This has always been the better side for Aaron Hicks. That one's in there. That is strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And now 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground a second. Simeon toss over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Mullins, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Cal Raleigh. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
Well, we can see him muscle up a little bit. He's trying to hit the ball a mile. Got to make sure that he stays within himself so that those mechanics can allow him to hit the ball a long way.
And there's 1 away. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. and there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Ricky Henderson. Bounce to third, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
All over that one right there. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
And here is Mike Cameron. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. It's off his shoulder, eats him up. Ricky around third and on his way home. He will score, and they lead by 4. Cameron caught in a rundown now, and they tag him out. Back here in Denver. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Westberg. On the ground to third. Over to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Jorge Mateo now. Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hands it. Tough play. And he's safe at first. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Schmidt tossed to second. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning. New pitcher on here. D.L. Hall. Here's Marcus Semien. And the pitch. The other way, and he beats the shift. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third. Westberg with a relay throw. He's in there. Now at the plate, Chase Utley. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hayes has it sized up. Makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And the lead is up to 5. And now the first baseman, Willie Stargell. And a curve misses outside.
If you're trying to come up with the ideal clubhouse presence and team leader, Willie Stargell pops. Probably the best you could possibly do.
Next pitch misses. Ball 2. And you talk about Stargell's leadership. I don't think there's ever been a more close-knit team than that Pirates squad of the late 70s. And he was the heart of that team. Remember that team's theme song, Sister Sledge? We Are Family? Got him. 2 away. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Stargell brought home the title for the Pirates in 1979, and it was more than just his leadership. Listen. In '79, he won the National League MVP, the NLCS MVP, and the World Series MVP. That's a huge season and one for the ages.
Whips it to Mountcastle, and they take. Back here at Coors Field, top of inning number 7. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch, and he just misses. Pitch is in there, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Out to short. Throw over to Stargell. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Anthony Santander at the plate. There's a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Struck him out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Adley Rutschman. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Out to center. Cameron drifts towards it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Mike Schmidt. Hall back to work. The 1-1.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
And that one almost got him. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings through that.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Got it by him for the K. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. 1 for 3. Swings through that one. 0-1. And fouled off. De La Cruz at second with 2 down. That one missed.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And a base hit into right center field. De La Cruz coming home. He scores, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now Mike Cameron. Runner at second, 2 down. That one fouled off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Ready to begin the 8th. And now Aaron Hicks. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Simeon makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. In the air, center field. 2 away. Now here's the Orioles DH, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swung on, belted. Stanton going back some more, hauls it in on the warning track. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. The wind of the pitch. There's the strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That's in there. And it's 0-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Got him looking. Semien down on strikes. So up next, Chase Utley, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice